Hello. It's been a while. I'm back in the Peak District. I should have said the glorious Peak District, on a very familiar route. But this time I'm doing it in winter. Let's just show you around quickly. So we're doing Grindsbrook Clough from Edale, as you can see, looking gorgeous behind me. I'm not on my own. I've got my good friend Adrian with me, and you can see behind Adrian you've got Mantor to your left and Lord's Seat to your right. I hope you can see that. Let's make sure you can. That sun's bright. So we're doing a Kinder Classic again. Hopefully, depending on conditions, we're going to head up Grindsbrook and along to Kinderlow. We'll take a look at the time when we get there, and then head up to the Kinder Downfall, and then we'll come back down to Edale Rocks and down Jacob's Ladder back to Edale. A route which actually I did in one of my previous videos when I did a wild camp back in August, I think, and then I did part of it again, slipping all over the shop here, did part of it again coming back when I did the Kinder Perimeter. So this will be my third video out of only 5 that I've done which features the Kinder Downfall. But hey, it'll have been seen hopefully in 3 different conditions, because the first time it was bone dry when we did the wild camp. The second time it was blowing backwards because there was a fair bit of water going through it and the wind was coming back up from the res and blowing it backwards. I'm hoping today there's a chance it could be frozen, so it would be nice to see it in all 3 states, but we'll have to wait and see until we get there. That's if we do, because there's quite a lot of clag on the top. Conditions on the foot are quite slippy. I've got my crampons and ice axe with me, but Adrian hasn't, so it's just going to be down to the conditions underfoot, I think, which at the minute are somewhere between very slippy and extremely slippery, going up this well-trodden path up the side of the clough. The plan is, hopefully, when we get a bit further up, to jump in the clough and start a bit of scrambling, because there's not a great deal of water coming down and the rocks don't look too icy, so hopefully we can get a bit hands-on further up. But the weather is looking glorious, the mountain's looking magnificent, albeit with a bit of clag sat on top at the minute. See if I can show you that. It's just touching the cloud base, but it's early days. It's only about 9:30, something like that, so that might just burn off once the sun comes up fully. We'll have to see. So I'm going to plod on and I'll come back to you in a bit. Bye for now. So we're having a bit of a semi-scramble. There is a bit too much water coming down there and everything's just too greasy. So we're up on the path, or the semi-path to the right, and so far it's behaving itself and being very kind to us. A couple of bits where the path's falling away, and then with it covered in ice and slush it gets a bit treacherous, but nothing major. So yeah, looking lovely. Grindslow Knoll up above us, and the final stretch up to the impressive scramble at the end of Grindsbrook Clough. So we're just at the foot of the final scramble of Grindsbrook, which is looking really good. Actually, it looks a lot worse than it is. It's really stable underfoot. It's easy to find good footholds, so there's nothing too worrying. But the view back down to Edale, oops, not the sky, is just spectacular. Absolutely stunning. as soon as it started snowing the other night, I just had to get up here. And to be fair, we had this walk planned for a while, and I was just fingers crossed that it was going to snow. And oh boy, oh boy, Clough's still just tickling the top, but it's looking fairly clear. So hopefully we should have a decent viz once we get up to the top. So that is where we're heading now. Lush. So we're at the top of Grindsbrook Clough. Extremely windy, well, windier than it has been for the rest of the earlier part of the morning. I'm hoping that the audio quality is greatly improved, thanks to a little addition to my camera housing. I got some Rycoat micro wind jammers. Got a pack of 10, pack of 6, about 10 quid. Recommended to me by Eddie, Scott's Wild Camper, here on YouTube. I'll put a link to Eddie's channel in the description. And he recommended these to try and cut down on the horrendous wind noise that I've been having. And they seem to be working, but this is the first time I've used them in anger, so fingers crossed. Thanks for the recommendation, Eddie, much appreciated. So, looking down into Edale there. The Vale of Edale, looking beautiful. But that's what's coming at us from the top of Kinder. It's not looking very pleasant, and the wind is biting now. It really is. And heading over to Kinder Low, and then take a look at the time and see where we go from there. But we had a great scramble up the Clough, as always. Yeah, conditions looked good. And yeah, it was alright. But then again, Grindsbrook Clough is always alright. Never ever dull. Right, onwards. Okay, at the top end of Crowden Clough. We're heading up, turning around, heading up that way. Some brilliant ice formations down here, coming down off the fall. If I can, oops, without falling over and going in it. It's lovely, all the way down. Water's flowing under the ice here. Pretty gorgeous, pretty gorgeous. So the Clough is pretty much constant now. Visibility is down to about 25 metres at times. Not a bad thing. All that's for the fun. Onwards and upwards. Right. Bit of a change of plan, as you can see. We're now in a total whiteout. At the minute we've got about, I'll show you down this track here, we've got about 20-30 yards of viz. That's about as good as it's getting at the minute. We're just underneath Pim chair. So, discretion being the better part of valour, we're going to give Kinder Low and the downfall a miss and head back to Jacob's Ladder. I'm still doing a nice, nice deep drift here. It's been great up till now, but we could see the weather closing in, coming across the plateau, and it's finally caught up with us. And I mean, to be honest, there's not going to be much to see over there, and obviously, being Kinder, there's always a chance of picking up that incorrect gruff and ended up miles from blooming anywhere. So we're going to head back down to Jacob's Ladder, which is a bit of a shame because I did want to get Adrian over to the downfall today, but it's a good excuse for him to come back. But it's been good, it's been a good walk so far. Great scramble up the Clough, and hopefully a nice easy trot down Jacob's Ladder. I've just been told by somebody going the other way that it's not very icy, which is good. But it's hope it's easy on my knees today. So we'll see you again probably at the top of Jacob's Ladder. Bye for now. We're just dropping down off the plateau towards Jacob's Ladder, which is over yonder, and we're just kind of, the cloud's hanging really low, and it's just moving through the waves, and as it clears it's just opening up the view into the vale below, and it's pretty spectacular, Some deep snow down here, some big deep drifts, and it's, I don't know if this camera will show it up, but it's actually, the snow is blue, it's that sort of, that deep and that pure. It's lovely. So, yes, the knee crunching descent of Jacob's Ladder to come. Awesome. Right, so we're done. Just leaving the, I call that one the ice cream farm because we sell ice cream in the summer. And it took ages to think of that name. So we're just heading back to Edale now. Obviously you can see Kinder behind us, and just what's on top of that is not very nice at all. Although it does look very beautiful if you watch the, I'll show you that over there with the clouds sweeping over the top. It's pretty impressive, but we certainly made the right decision, given the Kinder Low and the downfall of mist, I think, because it's not very nice up there at all. But down here, where we're heading to, back to Edale, is blooming gorgeous. Trying to get that tree in frame, there you go. Beautiful. So, it's been a great day. Again, another wonderful day on Kinder in the glorious Peak District, and I'll try and get this uploaded as soon as I can. It's the first video I've uploaded, I've noticed of the day, since I think September, which is very slack of me. I've made a few, I've recorded a few, but the wind was just terrible and a lot of it was just unusable. I tried a few different ways of sorting out the wind noise, but hopefully these little Rycote wind jammers have done the job. Well worth checking out. And yeah, the other thing I've noticed as well, looked at my YouTube channel the other day, and I've passed 50 subscribers, which when I started doing this at the beginning of the year I never expected that. So thank you to everybody who's subbed to the channel, and thanks to everybody who's watched my previous videos and commented and liked, and please continue to do so. It's greatly appreciated. So I've got a couple of possible walks planned coming up over the next few weeks, including hopefully a Windsor trek up in the Lake District, if that all comes together. So I'll make sure that I get some footage from there. I know you said get some good footage, but I can't guarantee that, can I? So thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button, it is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much, and hopefully I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye for now.